Yo!
Oh, who's the man today?
He did it.
Oh, wouldn't let me do it. But I'm over here on the 15. He likes me, so he's going to let me do it. Oh, doesn't let me do it. I got the button. Oh, I got the button. I'm getting that button from you, dog. One day I'm going to get that button.
Ain't no technical difficulties running over from last week. We just happened to, like have to switch everything over from Black Friday over to FUBAR Friday.
It was supposed to be Friday Night Lights, but everybody bailed on the light part
and shit. Like people saying that they tired.
Hey, my man is tired. 2:30 coming early because T. Martin down here too. So
yeah, see, look,
T. Martin hanging out.
Exactly. Your boy
ain't crying like you.
Exactly.
Oh, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have done that. But I can't apologize because I'm unapologetic.
I don't give a damn.
You don't give a damn. We don't give a fuck.
I need rest.
But we are back
And
in a different room.
well, no, we're not. We're in the same room.
We're back.
All right, brother.
Later.
Be good.
We're back in a different room though. We're not. There's no window behind us.
Oh yeah, we are definitely not at my house. Had to come in for that. Well, a bunch of you are here from over there, so you know what I mean. Like had to come in.
He said bye bye.
Oh, he's gonna tune in though. I'll put you on. I'll put your boys on and go to bed.
I'm already tuned in.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. See, tuning in, and we'll link you in from the room. Like show you like you half asleep. Like what's going on?
No, he said he's gonna take a shower. We did that once. We don't need to do that.
No,
again.
yeah, that's not a good one.
Yeah, we don't need to do that again. Timothy Turbo said Tim is here.
Tim is here. Tim
Tim's
was there
here.
too.
Yeah,
Tim is everywhere.
He made that quick jump.
He did.
That's why.
Tim is everywhere.
That's because he's Timothy Turbo 2. That's the number 2. But did you mean 2 as in also? Because that's TOO.
He could have.
Tim Pegleg said, Tim, you're truly in the spot, brother. He's always in the spot. He's
In the
everywhere.
spot.
In the spot, brother.
In the spot.
Timothy Turbo told him, I know. Timothy Turbo also said, where are they? Where are they now? We were still here. We're FUBARs, so there's a lot of confusion on me hitting buttons. I'm the man today, though, so I got it.
I'm gonna be manning the Facebook side.
T. Martin didn't want to say y'all are late. Where y'all at? So the Black Friday session seemed to want to go a little longer than it was supposed to, and there was a little overtime in there. Little dramatization. We're going to get into the recap of what happened for those that were here.
They always do. They go over.
Oh, I'm reading these shits and not hitting the button. So there was that. Wow, this button got really big. What happened? This thing is going nuts, dude.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's just jumping. Why is it doing?
Dude, you broke it?
I didn't do anything, bro.
What the hell did you do?
Oh my God, this thing is going nuts. I don't like it. Look, the mouse go big, the mouse go small.
How'd you break it?
Can I do this manually? Can we just go down one? No. Oh my God, dude. This is why I'm not. Are you messing with me? He's messing with me. That's why you had a whole nother mousey mouse. Okay. This is where Peg Leg told Tim he's always on the spot. This is where Tim told Peg Leg, I know. This is where Tim also said, where are they now? We were still here, just not there. And then T. Martin wanted to blame us for being late. We're not late.
We're not
unapologetic. Went a little over. That's what they do because they're unapologetic. They don't give a fuck.
No, 0 fucks given.
Then Timmy Turbo, I always thought truck drivers were on time. Unless you're a flatbedder, then you have an open appointment time, so I could be anywhere I want, when I want, because they said I could be there when I want to be.
Good God. Would you
Yeah, I got to get through these fast. Well, now I'm caught back up. Random chaos is a sure thing. Technical difficulties carried over from last week. No, because we're in a different location, and those technical difficulties were due to things I didn't know, which is normal. That's normally how things break.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway, T. Martin laughed. John Gonzalez says, what's up, fellows, from Pilot Truck Stop in Orland, California. Get out, bro.
Oh,
Get out fast. Where's Orland?
Orland, California. I have no idea.
Check them out. Anyway. Oh, Sean brought out the Facebook, and of course doesn't want to put me in because I'm the boss today. I'm the boss today, so he's like, "Yo, I'm not putting you in this. I'm gonna mess with you in this other mouse just in case things are going." Justin's using IT lingo. This mouse go big, this mouse go small. Absolutely, bro. Like you should have seen it. This thing was spazzing out because he's got this freaking thing too.
Yes. Hey,
we're not gonna give him access to that thing.
Give me back my toy.
No, man. This is my show today. You're always saying this is our show. It's my turn to control the show today.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we got another one. It's up in NorCal. All right. You're in a safe location. What are you?
Oh no.
So earlier today, there was a show that was on. That was Unapologetic Instructors Black Friday show. They seem to have left us because we came here. Like we totally could have phoned into that if we knew they were just going to leave us. Thought we were doing a star-studded event.
Yeah. But it's
even the tanker dude left. Nobody likes us.
I guess not.
That's bullshit.
Because they don't like the FUBARness. The FUBARness, just it's
not,
scares
not for
them.
everybody's taste. It's not for everybody's taste.
We're fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yes. Give Justin a crayon. It's more his speed, no tech. Really?
That's a good one. I like that one.
I do like crayons, though. So that's fair. FBG, though. He's in the gang. He know what gang. FBG. That's what I'm talking about. Because I forgot to check my thing again, and I forgot the difference between because there's the F and the B kind of. Anyway.
He said, like, man, freaking Julian says he's going to hang out next Friday if he's around.
Bro, you were around.
You were here.
Like,
and
you were literally in this room 5 minutes ago. Don't tell me I'll hang around if I'm in town. That's nonsense.
Yep.
Nonsensories.
But then we're going to go one more and we can start talking about other shit.
Timothy Turbo told me, just don't hit the orange button.
There's an orange button? There's no orange button.
Orange is my favorite color, bro. I'm hitting that button if I find it.
God damn it. Yeah, there's no orange button. Anyway,
you sound like you have something you wish to discuss, friend. Please,
we can figure something out.
Do discuss.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it. Well, you said moving on, so I figured.
Well, it's like, no, moving on. Like, we're doing all, like, going through all the freaking comments and everything like that, but they're not starting any conversation.
So I heard, rumor told me that
you're trying to be in there, but you're putting your head away.
Hey, Facebooky. Rumor has it that they moved the mileage up.
They did move the mileage up.
I heard there was a mileage of the TNTs that is increased to
They
a
did.
number.
They increased it. It went up to 50,000 miles.
Dude, imagine if you got $1 for every mile you ran.
We have $50,000.
Mm.
I did math.
Good job. I made it easy.
California math didn't help me out too much.
Imagine $2 a mile.
Oh, that'd be great. But yeah, so 50, but that's a minimum.
Imagine $1.75 a mile.
Oh yeah.
Do the math now.
That is a minimum of what you're going to do is 50,000 miles. So I mean, the thing is that no, because I keep having half my face is out of the freaking out of the shit.
No more Justin. No
But
more for you.
There is the 50,000 mile deal. It's always going to be a minimum, just like how 30,000 miles is a minimum. So the thing is, it's everybody's saying that there's going to be more trucks available. They're going to have the same amount of trucks available, but they're going to hold you guys out there a little bit while longer. That way that it's being told to you that, hey, this is going to be at least 50,000 miles. The other thing is, though, too, I think that they really we're getting into the time of the year where we have a lot of team freight, especially on the reefer side. Flatbed side, there's not that much team freight. But it's a big deal.
I don't like the way you talk.
I don't care. So a lot of like up in Monrovia, Michigan, Livonia, Michigan. Livonia, Michigan, like you'll end up having their harvest time, or like when they want us to actually take these loads is around this time. Like their end of the harvest isn't being around this time. So we'll be going up there getting loads. A lot of the turkey stuff, especially for Thanksgiving, you'll get some different, you'll get some flower loads, especially the ones going from Washington down to Miami, because those are like for reefs and stuff like that. So they're needing some of this freight more often. FedEx is going to be another one. So some of our FedEx loads, especially people trying to get their gifts out there and everything like that, FedEx is going to be above their capacity for their normal freight. So they're going to come to us that we're going to need to help them out. So you're going to have Prime. There's more of a need for teams right now. So that's spurring the team process. And hold on, did they specify?
Would you like me to?
Hold on, we're getting all kinds of stuff. So say, don't press the orange button. I have animals at the house, and they haven't been let out since this morning. Oh, he's dealing with a poop situation.
Poopy.
Diapers. But does anyone want to talk about the drive-wise or the drive-eyes? He corrected himself on the next one. The drive-wise.
What is the drive-wise?
I don't know what drive-wise. I got to look this stuff up. So like the drive-wise
You can't be coming in here being all smart.
Exactly.
Random chaos is a sure thing, aka 99 problems, aka a lot of other things.
If anybody really wants to know about the DriveWise app or the DriveWise thing, like they did mention it today. They said they're putting some company drivers on it. They mentioned it at the safety meeting. So if you go to Prime's,
what is DriveWise?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They mentioned it at the meeting today. But if you go to Prime's YouTube page, or if you go to Prime's Facebook page, if you watch the Friday morning safety meeting, which they should have up on their on the site already, watch that. They'll be talking about the DriveWise thing.
We'll have to investigate the situation.
Yeah, there'll be something like we'll probably cover that a little bit later on. We might end up probably more likely do a video on it, since that's going to be a big thing that is going down. We'll definitely be doing a video about it.
This question is always a good one, T. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
So run you a quick run through. CC, you, T. Martin, and anybody who comes through our program, you are classified at a D seat. So that means you're a nobody. You're the doubt.
True.
Then after that, we have people that come in from a school that's going to be labeled as a C seat. So a C seat coming in right now is they're going to have to do 60,000 miles, and they're going to be guaranteed $800 a week. Then you have a B2 seat.
I don't think that's what he's trying to get at.
No, I understand what he's saying, but this is always a question that I feel from a lot of
answer
students.
his question first.
But I'm going through the classifications of seats, okay? D seat, you know what I mean? Like, is you at the present moment. A C seat is going to have to do 60,000 miles, and they're guaranteed $800. That's somebody who comes in from a school.
Mm-hmm.
A B2 is somebody who has to do, 50,000 miles. You know what I mean? Like, and they're guaranteed 900. A B1 has to do 20,000 miles and has to do 20,000 miles and still guaranteed $900. So the biggest problem is like people always want to know, well, when does my 50,000 start? It starts in your T&T after you graduated and get your license. And then a lot of you are like, well, I went out and I ran like 5,000 miles worth of freight. Well, remember that what we did was you started as a D seat. We skipped you over C seat and put you into a B2. So a B2 by definition has to do 40, but we took 10,000 miles off of your 60 and paid you 900 because you came through our program. Right. So the 10,000 miles. So for those students that are like, oh, well, I did 5,000 miles. Well, you owe us 5,000 more then. You know what I mean? Like if you want to play that game, we can play that game. You owe us 5,000 more because we spotted you 10 just for going through our program. And so your 50 starts as soon as you start your T&T.
Well, also like
and your PSD miles do not count.
Well, and I think what he could be talking about too is like, when does the 50,000 miles thing start? That's what I was trying to get at.
But still, that classification need to be put.
So now you know all the classifications. Like, what's B1? The difference between B1 and B2.
You came in, so the C classification comes in at the start of next week. So you're still on the 30,000 miles.
So what is the B1 difference between B1 and B2?
20,000 miles. About 30, 40 grand, cocksucker. I'll beat it. Streets is watching.
Yep. So it's like whenever you get further into your TNT, that's when they start classifying you as a B2.
Right. So we jumped you from a CC to a B2. And there's a lot of videos out there talking about the CC. It's only making 800, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, that's somebody who's coming from a school. And presently, we're not bringing any of those people in. So I don't know why anybody's talking about them.
We're not bringing in it like that's they're. And the thing is about it, what's crazy is that Prime has become more exclusive than what it used to be. It used to be fairly easy to get here. I know that whenever I started, I mean, heck, I just threw my resume together. Didn't really put any of my stuff on there other than what my history is. But I didn't put any of my qualifications, none of the schools that I went to, no education, nothing like that. So I didn't even upload a resume. All it was click and done. Click, and I shit you not, like an hour later, I get a call from Prime, and they're like, "Hey." I'm like, oh, did you just drop a driver app? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, oh, so you're wanting to come work for Prime? I'm like, sure. And they're like, well, can you get up here this weekend? And I was like, the fuck? I was still working on my other job at that point. I was like, I think I might need to put a 2-week notice in. Or they're like, okay, well, so let us know because we can get you up here this week or next week. I'm like, so you're like, yeah, if we have the tickets right here, so all you got to do is just go down to Greyhound and be here. I'm like, good God, people. Like they called me right off rip, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Every truck company wants you in quick.
Oh yeah, because they don't want you to think. They don't want you to second guess yourself.
Well, and they also don't want you going anywhere else. Everybody wants.
True. I mean, everybody's going to jump on it.
First application you fill out, they'll give you a call with it.
Because I mean, hell, I even filled out for Swift. I filled out for CR England. Didn't do CRST because I heard bad things.
But you filled out Swift.
I did. At the time, I didn't know. All I knew is I saw a whole bunch of Swift. I didn't hear any bad things about Swift other than, hey, sometimes I hit stuff.
Okay, that's fair. As long as you heard something, Jesus.
But I learned a lot more about Swift once I got here. But
you had to heard something about it. Something up. That's all that matters. You did. But you heard they hit a lot of shit.
I heard they hit shit, but I just kind of I saw that from videos. I was like, okay. But what's up, Thomas Miller?
Miller
and Daniel's in here. What's up? Exactly. Oh yeah, Thomas. Did you find out why we didn't get the email for?
That was nonsense.
We need to talk to Clayton because this is some bullshit, I don't know why everybody commented on there that isn't even in the dab no more. It's like
I need you to find out where my invite was.
Exactly. Man. We're gonna start a whole new group called Dab 2.
I want my steak.
Exactly. We want that food.
All right, moving on though. Oh, Pegleg says 50K. Is it due to accident or something else?
What wasn't done?
Oh shit! We're gonna go back up here to T Martin.
No, what I wasn't done with the whole freaking Prime is more exclusive deal. So people now like they're putting their driver applications in. They may get contacted fairly quickly, but they're not. It's gonna take a while for you to get up here. So I mean. You might have to be minding your P's and Q's a little bit more. I mean, that thing that was in the background that they probably would have looked over when they really needed drivers. They may not look over it no more. They may be looking into it. I mean, there's a lot of change that happened the last 7 years that I've been doing it. Well, I mean, hell, we had our drug test whenever we got here.
Yeah. Well, there's a
lot of people.
And that was always silly to me, man. Like, why would you not drug test people before they got here? Right. Because you bust them here, then they pop positive, and then you send them home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like not even just popping positive for weed. Like we had dudes popping positive for heroin. Like,
yeah, I mean, lots of things. They just.
You on that heroin? And
I don't.
Goddamn.
I don't know. They goofiness.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, Prime's become more exclusive now, so it's just like mind your P's and Q's on it. But it may not be an instantaneous kind of deal. So I mean, if you're really trying to jump into this industry, grab the first one that gets you called back. I mean, there may be other places that end up getting you in quicker than what Prime would, and some people's situations are different.
Yeah, like if you need something, you need it.
And, yeah, and you need it now.
Like, this is a great place to go, but some of it is because some of it does come into Pegleg's question of 50K. Is it due to accident or something else? I'm going to say it's a mixture. Prime doesn't do anything for a solo reason. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
a singular reason is not why Prime does anything.
No.
So there's normally multiple cases. So are accidents up a little bit? Not from my understanding from all the safety.
No, safety's
stuff
been saying that everything is on the low for
right. Like we've been doing really good. So a lot
but
of
we're
it
about
is,
to get into the snow, which means all
right,
this
which is always a chance to upgrade in accident production. And but a lot of it is to do with trucks. You know what I mean? Like in the mass amount of people that do want to come here.
Mhm.
And so, you know what I mean? Like we ran through a truckload of students earlier through the year. And we're just, you know what I mean? Like we only have a certain amount of people that want to train,
right,
that want to do the process.
That's consistently train is another thing too. So I mean, we've talked about this before, where I think that one of our issues is that fact that we have TNTs that will take someone all the way through, but then when they get through with that student, instead of just coming back, like, take a week off and then grab another student, sometimes they're waiting months before they take another student.
Right.
And I think that kind of slows down the process, a lot of it.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many things involved in it. And trucks is one of them. You know what I mean? Like accident production, like I said, everything I hear, like, says that it's down. I mean, because that's one of the biggest things I love about being here is our transparency of honesty. Like, we're good when we're good, we suck when we suck. And we're not afraid to say we're good when we're good and we suck when we suck. We try to always make the suck not so bad, you know what I mean? Like, and make adjustments and fix it. And because everybody's due to have an incident, man. Like, everybody has a boo-boo here and there. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's mainly because of that. I think a lot of it is the trucks, the amount of people that are coming through, the amount of trainers that we have, like everything. Because even the numbers that we're bringing in, where it helps us with the exclusivity of how many numbers we're bringing in on a weekly basis. Like, so exclusivity.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just said it, so of course it is. I think exclusivity. Mine's cooler.
Yours isn't a word.
Don't give a fuck. Give a fuck.
This isn't FUBAR. It's
mother bitch. Like, shut your mouth.
This is not unapologetic. This is FUBAR.
I make up what I want to make. I is me. All right, Timothy Turbo. Deuce.
Definitely can't go to Prime.
I definitely can't go to Prime now. I told you guys I don't play well with others. 50,000 miles, I'll end up in trouble.
Now, this is where it comes into a different type of play too, which I think would be a really good thing on Prime side if they were to end up doing it, was to split that up between different people. Mm-hmm. Take 25,000 miles with one TNT and then turn around and put another 25,000 miles on another TNT trainer. Or, which we've had brought up in the past, where you could have two TNTs that have reached 25,000 miles. And for the remainder of those 25,000 miles, those two TNT students or those two TNT trainees finish out those 50,000 miles.
Right. And that was a conversation I had with management and asking if they were doing that again. And it's something they're looking into. You know what I mean? Like,
we got questions over here too.
Oh, snappity, snap.
So Thomas Miller says, what's up? He's watching. Daniel said, what about the clearinghouse trying to make the hair follicle test be in clearinghouse? The hair follicle test, from what I've gotten from Prime will not do the hair follicle test.
Go ahead, pull it, son. I ain't got none.
Yeah, well, the thing is when they tend not to pull it from your head.
Hmm?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not necessarily on your head.
Where they go?
That's it's from different parts of your body.
Down here.
Yeah.
No touching. No. This is assault. This changes everything.
So the hair follicle test is one. Prime has always elected not to do the hair follicle test because I personally think it's going to kind of cut your driver pool almost in half. Number two, it's also the fact because that's a very expensive test to administer. To have the amount of, because I mean, if we just do 10%, which is normally on an average of what a company is going to do on your analysis, you do 10% of Prime that has 9,000 plus drivers. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money, and you're talking thousands of dollars per test. I mean, that's something that's really flipping expensive that I don't think that Prime really wants to allot into their budget.
Right. And I mean, if they force it, there's nothing we can do. But
this is true.
Prime would probably have to be forced into that situation.
That would have to be a federal thing. And the thing is, I mean, Fed knows too.
I mean, it could be state too.
I mean, it could be state, but I mean, it could be state, but it also from FMCSA, if FMCSA requires it, I mean, that's another thing too. But do I think that FMCSA is going to require it? No, because I don't think the OOITA is really going to allow it.
And look, with all the things they're doing right now,
Yeah,
like that are in motion, that they're trying out and this and that, like there's no way they're forcing
well, the thing is about this too, guys, you got to realize this, that whenever like the whole e-logs deal, they talked about e-logs for years. We're talking 10, 15 freaking plus years before they actually enacted the shit.
Oh, yeah. And like the ELDT.
Yeah.
2013, Thomas. Or 12. Shit.
He hasn't been brushing up on his
I want to
papers.
say it was 13 though.
He does know that he does know
I'm-
stop, drop, and roll now. So we
February.
got
I know it was February. I know it was February factually. And then
Right.
I do believe it was 2013 is the year, Thomas. I'm pretty positive it was 2013, but it could have been 2012.
But if people, what I'm seeing in here too is that what they're saying that they're talking about that everyone having to take hair follicle test even if they're already a driver. What they're saying is that there's even a possibility that FMCSA could make it mandatory. But the problem is about this. Look, they're just now introducing this stuff. You got to have an infrastructure in place also to be able to go to all of these different places to administer. And you're also going to have people that are going to submit waivers.
Right.
They're going to be like, hey, let's try to get a waiver for the first couple of years.
It'll go through litigation and
looking at this way
that's
too.
what- that's
hair
where the-
follicle goes way, way back. So the problem with that is, what do we have now in a lot of different states before people actually come to apply at this job? We have recreational marijuana use. Recreational marijuana use is legal in several states. Those states are still pulling in drivers. So with those states still pulling in drivers, are they going to just let the marijuana side of it go? Because I mean, honestly, they're going to have to. Because they're not going to be, you're just going to, if somebody went and toked it up and was toking it up for a few years, they've cleaned themselves up. They've been clean for about 60 to 90 days. That don't mean shit on the hair follicle shit.
no.
So the thing is, you're trying to punish somebody for
cleaned
even
it up for a
that
year.
thing. I think the urinalysis is what it should be at. The problem where people are saying with urinalysis is people have been trying to mess with the test because they're saying that people can, like with the synthetic urine and everything like that. You know how you fix this? The military had the same issue. You know how you fix this is more of a oversight on the actual urinalysis program. If you have more of an oversight on the urinalysis program, you're not going to have these possibilities where you have fake urine that's put into it or people using other sources in order to put their sample in. You actually, because like with urinalysis with the military, believe me, urinalysis with the military sucks. You had to stand over the person and actually watch them freaking go.
Yeah.
That was not very fun. But you also knew that what did that alleviate? That alleviated people being able to use a bag or people being able to use something that is not theirs for the sample. That kind of stuff. But if they test this stuff now, they can know that it ends up being synthetic. So the thing is, I'm all for it that if you ends up going to the lab and it comes to find out that ends up being synthetic, you're fired. There you go.
Yeah.
You're playing a dangerous game. But
right.
that's my whole deal. Because I've seen that on the whole. Because that was even on Unapologetic, we had a few questions that were about that came up within the last couple of days.
There was
about
recently a
clearinghouse.
driver who got hit at a scale house for a P test.
But
and failed.
Thomas says, "I'll be back at the end of the month. Will you have a truck for me?" Unless you ordered that bitch,
I think you did order it, and I think it will be there, sir. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
And you're not getting your other truck back because I've seen it's been like 3 people that have been in that truck. There's been like 3 people that have got that truck, left out with it, came back and said no. It's like, I don't know what was so bad with your truck, bro, but it's been in the shop a few times.
He said he knows who has it.
There was another person that grabbed the first person that I know he didn't know grabbed it, came back, dropped it. Now there's an older female that's in it.
Yeah, he knows that one. Our good friend Timothy Turbo. I did that already. Yeah, you don't play well in the sandbox. We get it. Dang it. Stop it. But keep that on. All right. Random chaos is a short thing. Says driveways takes place of the pre-pass. Uses Qualcomm instead of transponder.
Oh, that's great. Because
My Qualcomm don't work like that anyway. I don't like that. No.
Well, they're
Dear
doing
Prime,
it.
exit out.
Prime's going to start doing it, but the thing
Pre-pass
is, I know
works
that
just fine.
pre-pass they've spent a lot of money with pre-pass, but the problem is, our issue with Qualcomm is the fact that
Qualcomm goes down all the time.
Qualcomm goes down, and the problem about it fucking going down is whenever we have to get the shit fixed, where are they at? England. So whenever
Qualcomm's in England?
yes.
Good day, mate.
That's why whenever you guys see that Qualcomm ends up being down or Qualcomm's doing a reboot on their system, that it always ends up being like right at fucking midnight. That's freaking daytime over there.
I thought they were out of San Diego.
No, Qualcomm's out of freaking all our.
They had Qualcomm Stadium down there.
I don't think it's the same one.
But
their main hub, the one that we deal with, if you listen in the fucking dab or what?
I did.
Apparently not.
I did.
But for Qualcomm, they have to make they got to call over to freaking Europe. So it's obviously on a different freaking time deal. And that means that whenever Qualcomm go down, you realize how many people, obviously this is a tested freaking product or Prime wouldn't be freaking using it. But I'm assuming that people are going to start paying some freaking scale skipping tickets because I'm thinking that probably DriveWise might go down like the same way that Qualcomm does. If it ain't broke, don't fix the shit, man.
Yeah. Pre-pass is just
It works just fine.
T. Martin, no, what I'm saying is, does it start on the 17th of this month? Did they specify like that? Yes, they did. That's my apologies. I went a little above and beyond.
The class that is started on Monday.
They're the class.
That is starting with the 50,000 miles. If they did not tell you going through orientation that you are now 50,000 miles, you're at 30,000 miles still. With this last Monday, the class that started orientation on Monday is what's going to have the 50,000.
You were told, because they told you 30,000, they're going to stick to that. Everybody that's coming in on Monday has been told previously to coming here
30,000. They're going to get quote unquote stick to it.
We hold true to what we said.
Right,
we're not going to.
That's why it says minimum after it.
Right. And again, a minimum is always a conversational piece. You know what I mean? Like, it's just because we say, oh, it's a minimum. That's when I always say that's when the conversation starts. Is he ready to upgrade? Is he not ready to upgrade? Is she ready to upgrade? Is she not ready to upgrade? You know what I mean? Like, we got to have a conversation. Do you know all the things you're supposed to know? Can you do all the things you're supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, where are your tandems supposed to be when you enter into California? Because if you get loaded into Indiana, you got to be in that same hole. If you're taking that load from Indiana to California, you got to scale out correctly.
Right.
We need to make sure you know how to do all that nonsense.
Right.
So, but that's why we always say that's where the conversation starts. If you know all that after the 50,000 or 30,000, hey, he's good to go. If not, hey, you got some time to serve. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, a little longer. You got to figure it out. It's important. It's important stuff, man. Them tickets get expensive. Trust me, I paid them.
Yeah.
I didn't know any better.
What is an experienced driver from another company classified seat-wise?
A seat.
Is it? Because each seat is different. Oh, okay. From another company. From your experienced driver from another company. Okay. As long as you've had verified experience within the last 6 months?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you have verified experience within the last 6 months, you'll come in as an A seat. If you haven't driven within the last 6 months or a year, what they'll end up doing is they'll put you out for they cut it in half.
It's a B. You'd be a B1,
right?
And you'd have to do 20
or like, if I'm not sure, I don't think that's going to go up from this.
No, those are the numbers that I got from him.
Yeah.
The other day.
Okay, so that's standard still 50, or sorry, 20. My bad.
Yeah, and that's if you're going to have 3 months experience or less to get that 20. If you have 6 months or more, like 6 months and under, depending on where you were, what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be in the arena for the B1. If you're coming in with 6 months or above, you know what I mean? Like, you're jumping into your own truck. More than likely. Again, damn, why you hit the people like that?
I didn't mean to hit the people.
Oh, man, that's just rude.
To scare them.
Oh, shaking up Peg Leg's leg.
Earthquake test.
You got any more over there?
No, I got nobody right now.
All right.
Fuck Nick off. Was there. Dubs, you went and you lit and left. Freaking Kevin Miller, my boy, he freaking left too. Assholes.
Prime is like the military. Don't think, son, just sign your life away right here on this line.
Facts.
Well, I mean, the boss dude was a Marine, so you
Yeah,
know,
that's facts.
why you gotta be like that, Jimmy Turbo.
Click.
LaMonica Jones says, "Hey, guys." I'm like, she's watching her show. Oh, Peggy Leg said, I've heard that FMCSA is thinking about going to a hair follicle test only for clearinghouse reasons. But again, is the FMCSA going to pay for it? Because that's what everybody's going to say. Like, you force us to do this, you're going to pay for it because it's an expensive ass test. But obviously, I think just like anything, once everybody has to do it, they'll get cheaper.
Right.
Because it gets cheaper as you buy things.
I'm not worried about no stinking drug test. Not my problem.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs.
I study.
Stay no.
Random chaos is a sure thing. Hair follicle test can go back to 90 days, but it can't detect recent use. Plus, if some people shave their heads and bodies.
They're going to come in here like a naked mole rat. They're going to find a piece of hair somewhere.
I'm suing you touch my pee-pee.
You got hair in your dick. It's fucking weird.
Recreational Mary Jane. I don't even feel like those three words should be put together.
Yeah. Recreational Mary Jane will fail you on any FMCSA drug test, regardless if it's legal in the state you live. You want to drive a truck, hey, clean and stay clean, be an adult. These are facts.
Damn. Smack them with the leg.
These are facts. The thing is, though, it's like, we're not going to sit here and pretend that people aren't actually smoking freaking, especially in states where it's legal, California, Nevada, Colorado, Washington, or like these places. We understand that. We know that it's, if it's legal in your state, by all means. I mean, I look at it like, by all means, go ahead. But know that if you're coming into a federal job, that it's you're going to have to stop that.
Yeah.
The problem that I think people end up having, especially if they've went and they've stopped, if they've stopped for like 30 days or so, it's still going back 90 days. So you're still going way back to where it's like it's having to wait longer. I don't think there's really a point in doing the whole hair follicle test. I think that it would just be, you just need to have, like I said, more oversight on your your analysis program.
How far can that go back?
Pretty far, especially if you have long hair.
So, like, for my thing, and like Chaos said, there's no, you know what I mean? Like, or somebody said, like, they can't really test for recent. It really goes back into history. You know what I mean? Like, but at what point do we say, I turned the corner? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to look back at something I did 5 years ago. Why are you still judging me? Why are you
punishing me for something?
You know what I mean? Like, look here, all you woke politicians. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're the ones that want to fucking, like, I changed my life around, and now you're like, you're
punishing me for,
like, come on, man. Like, you got to be
exactly
speaking as a felon. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give people a second chance at life.
This is true.
You know what I mean? Like,
Canada says no to that.
Sometimes 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Like,
Canada says no.
Just depending on how many chances I need.
Some people can't go to Canada.
Yeah, that's me. I don't want to go to Canada.
You gotta get poutine.
South Park, man. Operation Leaf Blower. I'm all in.
Sorry, Justin Trudeau. Trudeau. Like, he's another Justin.
I mean, he's a disrespectful Justin. Fuck that blackface son of a bitch.
Wow.
Fitz, you blinded my good eye.
My bad, Peg.
What did you do?
I threw the bottle.
Oh. It's not very rude of you. Random Chaos jumps in with some probably more interesting things that are kind of rude, which is always fun. Fitz, you just had to say no to drugs. Did you know that on this date in history, Ronald Reagan implemented the Say No to Drugs program?
I think that Nancy did it.
He had to implement it. Ronald was the president.
This is true.
His wife was just creator.
This is true. But yeah, I did not know that.
Look at me knowing how the presidency works.
So
everybody be excited.
Reagan started the war on drugs. There you go.
Yeah, that didn't turn out too well. That was one hell of a, as Jay-Z said, I grew up in Reaganomics.
Honestly, I think that Nixon really started the war on drugs.
Ooh, are you questioning random chaos as a sure
No, I'm
thing?
not questioning the
Because
whole.
you are securing chaos. At this point, it's
I'm
going to
not.
change.
I'm not.
Securing chaos is a sure
I
thing,
know that
Sean.
Ronald Reagan implemented the Say No to Drugs program. That was a different program than the whole war on drugs, which I believe was implemented by Nixon.
We're going to find out. It's National Be Bald Day. Be Bald, Be Free Day. Huh. That's okay. I don't want to blind peg Eye's other good eye.
Don't worry, I got
it's a little not tanned up there, so it's a little shiny.
You want some of mine? I have extra.
No, I'm good. Uh-oh. Stephen Lowe. Drugs are bad.
Click on it, damn it.
Oh, yeah. I'm the boss. Drugs are bad. MMK. Okay.
Drugs
I
are
get
bad.
it now.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay. Drugs are bad. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but if you came from where we came from, it's like that's
Mm.
almost like all that there was to do if you didn't actually go get a legitimate job.
South Park or drugs?
No, Cali. Like we grew up. It's like if you did not leave somewhere, like in high school, if you didn't already know you were going to get a job that was going to be freaking like, I knew a whole bunch of my friends that were on drugs in high school. They're still on drugs.
Mm.
Not
And
Steven,
you
Steven's
brought
clean because Steven got to stay clean to drive a truck.
Yeah, look, again, we all make decisions in life. Not all of us make great decisions when we were younger. And you're going to hold me accountable for that for the rest of my life? Like, get out of here.
Nope.
I've made it here over your circumstances. Even when Joe Biden signed the Crime Act back in the fucking 90s, overcame your bullshit too, dickhead.
So
Anyway.
random chaos is a sure thing. The hair follicle test is used to show if the candidate is honest. The company will ask if you have ever used illegal drugs. If you say yes, that's better than denying it and showing a positive test. This is true, but I mean, I think the keeping somebody honest deal, I mean, you're still going to keep somebody honest. What I'm thinking here too is you're still keeping somebody honest if they end up doing the urinalysis as well. Like a lot of these places where we have to go to do the urinalysis, they're just not doing any oversight. They're not doing a search. They're not doing any kind of thing like that before you give your sample.
And you're almost entrapping the stupid people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because honestly, like they put a lot of fear in us as bad people in the first place, right? So like from trying to go from negative to positive, you're always in fear of not giving the right answer, of not being in the right position or not doing the right thing. So like you may answer no to that just based on the theory of you're afraid you're not going to you're not going to get the job if you answer correctly.
Right.
And so you might answer that as a no, you know what I mean? Like knowing that you did it, and again, like how far do we need to go back to check on people to say like you're a good person?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what is the necessity of knowing what I did 5 fucking years ago?
True.
And then if you really want to get into it, I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? I smoked some marijuana and then that marijuana was laced with like fucking fentanyl or some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, but I didn't say I did the fentanyl part. Well, I didn't know my shit was laced with it. You know what I mean? Like, so like you can get a lot of good things. You know what I mean? Like a lot of good people can miss out on a good opportunity based on the fact that the government wants to be a bunch of dickheads.
With that being said, too, you guys are doing a favor, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. The reason why we ask for the like kind of on the side of it helps us in the algorithm. So if you guys could do that, that'd be great.
Because you're a beggar.
No, it helps in the algorithm.
And you're a beggar.
How's that begging?
Hey,
No,
fellas.
I want to get onto this. How's that make you a
Hold on,
beggar?
man.
Nope.
Hey, fellas, you guys have a blessed night. Got to get up and wake up the roosters up in the morning. Hey,
You got to wake up before the roosters.
be easy, brother. Be easy. Keep up the hard work. You impressed the man. Like that was odd for him to say live on a channel. So good job, man.
Mm-hmm.
Keep up the good work. Follicle testing is not cool. So carry on. What were you saying?
I was saying, how's it begging?
You're begging.
How?
Hit the like button. You want people to like you.
No, what I'm
You
saying
can't
is,
just walk up to people.
did I
like,
not just do
me?
Did I not just do full disclosure? Was it not just full disclosure?
I don't know.
What I said is, hey, like, comment, subscribe. When you do like, when you hit the like button, it helps in the algorithm.
Mm-hmm. That's a lie.
How's it not?
How's
it a lie?
not?
How's it lie?
Not a
How's
lie?
it lie? How's it lie?
I don't know. I don't know technology. I just like to say that.
Then why are you
begging
talking out your ass?
Because you're begging for attention, man.
it
You need
ain't
to
begging
stop.
for attention.
You
It's
need to
getting the videos out. It's getting the
You
videos
need-
out to people that really need to see it.
Who really needs to see this nonsense?
People need to see that.
No, they don't. They've seen it randomly throughout the evening on both shows. Nobody needs to watch this nonsense. Let's be real. Timothy Turbo said, "Don't hit cones, Martin." Oh, wait. There was one up here. How did I miss that? Well, the dislike helps it also.
I don't know how his showed up before Timmy's did. Because the thing was,
Yeah,
Timmy
that
showed
wasn't
up-
there, right? I didn't
No,
just freak out.
No,
like Timmy was there.
Timmy's
I
was
hit
there,
Timmy.
and then his popped up. I don't know what kind of bullshit you pulling, but that's fucking weird.
Okay, so I'm not flipping
No,
out,
you
right?
weren't
Like,
flipping out. I saw
all
the
right.
same shit too.
Because I really was like, yo, how did I miss that? Like,
Just like
because I've been on.
yeah,
I've
like
been
it,
on.
fucking dislike. I don't give a fuck. Click the bitch.
Stop being a beggar, bro. do you people just do you?
Click it.
Then it was supposed to be don't hit the cones, Mark. I don't think he's paying attention. Because he went night-night. He had to go night-night. It was sleepy time.
Well, considering he wakes up with one of the earliest instructors here. Like he keeps waking. That's ridiculous.
He has a fast pass to jump in line.
See, look, it happened again.
Damn it, man. No, he's under Timmy this time.
No, he wasn't though, because Timmy just popped up on top of him.
What is going on in these comments? Damn, I need sunglasses. Oh, that's bullshit, Timmy Turbo. That's that bullshit. I mean, you always on this bullshit. And these comments are all right. So now it's any like or dislike helps the channel because someone took time to hit it.
That's what I just said. So just hit fucking something.
Stop begging. People don't need to watch this show. Be our friends. Hit the subscribe button and be our friend.
Missed my last comment. See, you clicking. This is why
God
you're not,
damn it.
This is why that you're not.
Where
in
is
charge.
his last comment? No, because you see this shit jumping around, dude. That's his last comment.
That's the last comment.
That's the first
What
comment
else
I
did you
got
comment,
to.
bro? Go down.
Did I miss
That's
it?
the only comment that you got on here, brother.
Yeah, and that's the one I put up.
Then missed my last comment.
Yeah, maybe because Twisted has the skip the line button. Skip the
Exactly.
line
I
button.
don't know what kind of bullshit that he's fucking pulling.
Y'all are spiking this up.
Exactly. I don't know what he. I don't know
I
what
was
kind
having
of
a
fucking-
good day.
I don't know what kind of YouTube magic that he's fucking pulling.
Don't hit the
Goddamn clicking
cones button.
shit.
Damn, I need sunglasses. Then we're on any button.
Yeah.
Then we got
Missed my last
you
comment,
tricked
brother.
me to scroll back up in the comments. I see what you did, Peggy Bag. Timmy, stay off top of me. Oh,
That's weird.
oh, that's weird.
What the fuck?
Sup. Then Peg Leg told Twisted, sup. Then Twisted said, LOL, top subscriber.
For what?
And then Steve said,
Got him.
ha, got him.
For who?
Got who? Did you do this
I don't know
mockery,
what the fuck. Are there
Steven?
comments that aren't fucking showing up on here? Because this is some bullshit.
Did you do this mockery? This is mockery for sure.
That most definitely. But
Definitely mockery. Bum, bum, bum. Anyway,
yeah,
how was your week, bro?
my week was good.
You do anything good?
I lost in fantasy football again.
Bro, you gotta step your game up. You were playing Brett this week.
I am playing Brett this week.
Are you gonna win?
I don't know what it says right now. I'm hoping I will. But it's
I'll let you know, people. Hold on.
it's probably not. Look, my loyalty is for it didn't work out on fantasy. So like my loyalty is like if you look at any if obviously on my fantasy football team, I have a few Niners that are on there because I am Niner loyal, freaking Niner gang all the fucking way, faithful to the fucking Bay, doesn't fucking matter. I'm always picking freaking 49ers. So the thing is, whenever I have a few 49ers that are on there, Niners aren't doing good. Should I have picked different people? Yes, because I didn't go based off of their actual skill set. You have to go based off of their the fantasy football rating, which is fucking different. I didn't understand. It's the first time me fucking doing it. I won't do it the same way again. I'll probably still have a few Niners in there, but if I need to have multiple, because apparently my guys keep getting fucking hurt.
And you picked Jets. And you are forecasted to lose by a lot.
No, but so the ring was I had one of the Jets as a running back, but the Jets put so much fucking points up last week that it completely just blew like my fucking stats up. Like, if you look at what the score was last week on the Jets put up so many fucking points, and both of those guys that I have were the majority of the points. I was not slated to be anywhere close to Daryl because Daryl's number 2 in the league. Right. I was not slated to be anywhere near him, and he wouldn't fucking just like most two guys. Like we went down to one player, like one team. Like it went down to Monday night. We both had one person left. They were both on the Raiders. I had Derek Carr.
Yeah.
He had Devontae Adams. So who the fuck is freaking Derek Carr's number 1 receiver? Devontae Adams. Pick someone else to throw it to once, please. Because every time that I would have a boost that said, oh, hey, Derek Carr just scored a touchdown with Devontae Adams. God damn it.
It ain't gonna be that dude that ran into Adams.
No, it's not. Like, fuck, man. I was just like, good God. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. I was blown the fuck out. And I wasn't blown the fuck out. I only lost by literally like 1 or 2 points. But if Carr would have thrown it to anybody else other than Devontae Adams, that would have put me over the top.
But he didn't.
He did not.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither. Next.
Sheltrin?
Sheltrin.
Sorry, bro. I don't know how to read. I ain't doing that.
Twisted and Timmy keeps switching it up.
That's because you like random chaos. I don't appreciate it. The LOL is not cool. How about them Cowboys? How about that Cooper Rush? Great football is great football.
And then when you get great players playing football, that's great football.
That's great.
That's great football.
That was a great
goal. Oh, we got one over here too. Let's see. Yeah, Ryan Cargill says my Rams are not doing good. What do you guys think about them? I have 2 guys. I have both your guys as tight ends on my fantasy team. I got
Timmy Turbo has good advice for you.
I'm not talking over here.
Okay.
But the Rams, I am not a Rams fan. I hate the Rams. They're my mom's team, but I fucking hate the Rams because I am a Niner for life, and that is one of our rivalry teams is the Rams, so Ram can suck eggs. But I have 2 of the Rams on my fantasy league. Reason being is that those auto-populated. And I needed another tight end because I only chose George Kittle. And
because I'm faithful. So
I'm faithful, but then like in the preseason, he gets hurt. So he's hurt with a groin injury for 3 weeks. And I'm like, God damn it.
And that made me have to go.
That made me have to go with, what was it? The 2 tight ends, not Cooper Kupp because he's a wideout. And Lockett. I think it's
you have Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett, and then who's the other one?
But he's not a tight end. He's a wide receiver.
Lockett?
Yeah.
I have 2 Rams, and one of them, I think, both of them are the tight ends. But yeah, fun times. It's like, yeah, we hate each other. We do. We very much do. I don't talk to my mom on that day. I really don't. Even ask him whenever
Did your mom say we hate each other?
No, I hate the Rams. And my mom, me and my mom won't talk to each other on that day.
I know you were at my house when they played.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, ha, yeah.
Timmy has very good advice for you.
I'm a Lions fan, but I never bet on them. Being a fan only goes so far. This is true, but there's loyalty. I have nothing if
I'm trying to win things, man. You can't always bank on
loyalty. It's the same thing, but what I did is this. Even on Madden, I play with my fucking Niners, and I have freaking taken that franchise team, and I've gotten 8 Super Bowls with them. So I'm like, look, I don't care. I'm all about the freaking Niners. I lose on Madden. I lose on Madden. I don't care. I've always been a Niner fan.
Okay. You're gonna lose your fantasy.
Look, it's a
Being
taste
a
that I
fan.
am used to, especially being a Niner. That foosball is a devil. Mama said foosball is a devil.
That's funny. We were talking about that. My mama told me not to get a tattoo of Roy Orers saying on my ass.
Ryan says 49ers whooped on us. Yes, we did.
That was a thing. I saw it. It was for real. How you feel about Amazon Prime having Thursday night games?
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan of it either. I can't watch it.
No, that's one thing that really
Because I have loyalty issues too, and we're not cool with Amazon bitches.
Well, we are now.
Yeah, that's right. I could be their friend now, but
Well, my biggest issue is whenever they decided to do that, you're forcing people to go into a streaming service whenever we didn't used to do that. All the games Monday nights were on TV. The Thursday night games were on TV. I think that it needs to be the local television channel because that's my personal fucking deal. But I think it's kind of bullshit that if you want to watch your freaking team, you end up having to pay a subscription in order to fucking see them. And then also what really sucks is this, if you're even having to do a fucking subscription and say, for instance, if you're not staying in California, because I stay in Missouri, that I can't watch the Niners, I have to watch the fucking Chiefs.
well, I mean, that's what you get for local TV, though.
I mean, it's just,
And you can pay to get all the games, but
that's ridiculous.
then I understand. Localizing the local team makes sense. It doesn't matter where you're from.
It's like money's money.
Yeah, money is money.
Money is money. Look, Thomas is in here too. What's up, Thomas?
What you
You're
talking
over there, Dotson.
Hey. Yeah, you're missing some great conversation.
Chiefs
with
are
old-
fun to watch, though. No, they're fun to watch lose. I cannot stand the Chiefs.
They play Sunday night?
I don't know. I don't care. Patrick Mahomes, don't like you.
Damn. That's harsh.
Kelsey, don't like you.
That's harsh. They're in the AFC, bro. What's your hatred?
Tariq Hill, I kind of liked you now because you don't play for them.
What's your hatred with the Chiefs?
I don't like them.
They stole fucking Joe Montana from you?
No.
Hey, bro.
Look, they didn't steal Joe Montana. Joe Montana went over there
I was gonna
and
say,
tried to fucking pump up a fucking situation.
You kind of pushed Joe
No.
out.
Yeah,
For
the thing
the-
was
for
like
the
we did
young
the same
guy.
thing to Alex Smith. Alex Smith went to the Chiefs as well. I don't like the fucking Chiefs
Are you
because
putting
we had
Joe
to
Montana and Alex Smith in the same category?
No, well, they're the same categories that they both went to the Chiefs after the Niners.
Okay.
So in that case, they are in the same boat.
Okay. I was just wondering if you were talking
But the
skill
thing
set.
was, like, Montana had been hitting the head a lot at the end of his career. So I mean, I don't think he made an actual conscious decision.
He liked you. They talk really good about him.
Well, yeah, because
Over
he
there.
is the fucking GOAT. He is always the GOAT, always will be the GOAT. To me. I don't like Brady.
Niners made one good move. Release Kaepernick.
Yeah,
They also gave away like a whole bunch of picks to get Trey Lance.
that's a good point. Fucking, we can't keep Trey Lance healthy, and it's just like he ends up being a sober Johnny Manziel.
Ooh. Bills play the Chiefs Sunday, which will be 22 degrees.
Yeah, -3.
Minus
Dude,
three that
-3
night.
degrees that night.
Yeah, that night it'll be minus 3 degrees.
That's gonna be crazy, man. That's
It's
gonna be
not
cold.
super cold game. You know what I mean? Like, but the Bills play Chiefs Sunday. From this day forward, who will have the better career, Mahomes or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
I don't know.
Me,
That is
I'm
a
all about
good-
Josh Allen, especially since I found out that he is from Fireball.
When Mahomes plays such a, I don't want to say it's a bad word. He plays such a,
I'm scared. He plays a high school type football.
he plays a, I want to say reckless, but it's not as reckless as you
No,
think.
it is reckless because a lot of his his passes that he does end up being last second. It's like you're playing freaking Red Rover back in the day, and you got the fucking ball, just you gotta
Right.
throw it away at the last second,
but-
but you have a really good receiver that happens to be right there.
Right. Well, and the fact that it's like that one play where the dude runs around, Kyler Murray runs around for 23 freaking seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before he runs in on that 2-point conversion or whatever. Like when you can create that much time, you gave your receivers so much time. And
Right.
then when he makes a run, you know what I mean? Like it becomes easy. Like that little flick where he did the flick in the middle, like that's actually scripted.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's still, in my opinion, that's still reckless. So it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, because again, you go back to the Seattle and the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like that dude makes the catch and it's a touchdown. They're geniuses.
Right.
But because it got picked off, they're
Right.
idiots. You know what I mean? Like, and it
Facts.
just comes down to, you know what I mean? Like you're going to make a bad decision one time. It's not going to work out.
See, Patrick Mahomes has a better career. Josh Allen is everything he needs this season, or has everything he needs this season. I think
But let's not sit out here and say
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes doesn't have anything.
no,
Is
Patrick
that the
Mahomes,
statement you're trying to make?
No, Patrick Mahomes has a lot of what he needs. He has a lot of what he needs to be successful. That's why he's been successful so far. He has a really good offensive line that holds in enough to where he can stand in the pocket and make the throws of what he has to make.
He has good receivers too.
He has great receivers. He has
And a hell of a tight end who threw
Exactly.
4 touchdowns too
exactly
from
So-
the 3-yard line.
So the thing is, and especially even with Andy Reid, the great walrus, like that dude, like he has one of the better coaches, which actually span into like they were all at Green Bay.
But here's the thing too, though. Like everybody's like Andy Reid's one of the greatest coaches ever. Like he was at the Eagles forever. You know what I mean? Like wasn't that great? The Eagles, he was the one that inspired the dream team.
Right.
Remember the Eagles had all of those players that were going to be like they basically were the original Rams. You know what I mean? Like the Rams just won a Super Bowl and the Eagles did not. But that doesn't transfer once again into the second year, which it didn't transfer. So they had a really good thing. And then they're like, oh, they brought everybody back and they're keeping the chemistry. And it was a miserable year. Same way the Rams are having a miserable year this year.
Mahomes,
You can't feed everybody and egos outweigh. When if somebody's willing to jump from team to team to team for money and all this other good stuff, they're individuals, not team based.
And what you're doing now too is, especially even with the Rams, I believe, because last year was the first year they were at that new facility. Because I believe it was also the first year they moved to LA. They ended up being the Super Bowl champs.
No.
How long have they been in LA? Because it wasn't.
They've been in because remember they went with Jeff Fisher out there and then
So,
brought in that other dude.
But it was the first year with the
and
new
then
stadium.
They had Jared Goff. It
So-
might be because it was
it was the first year of the new
but
stadium. So
not
when they
first year
put a
of them.
whole bunch of they got these really good draft picks, everything like that. What you got to realize is that whenever you don't have the money as a franchise, when you've dumped a lot of money into your facility and you don't have enough money as a cap in order to hold a lot of these guys or give them what they want, you end up having a situation to where they're going to want to go get the better money, to where it's like they're getting better offers because now they are Super Bowl. Now they are Super Bowl freaking champions, and that's a Super Bowl champion tight end, or that's a Super Bowl champion wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's more of that's a really good sweetener to somebody that's looking like free agency, or like, hey, we'll give you this many millions of dollars because you have that ring.
Yeah.
What was it?
Everybody-
Cargill says Patrick Mahomes can make a second string offense look good.
I don't know.
Now
about
I think that
because
you're getting a little. Now I think you're getting a little cuckoo there, Ryan.
I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes isn't a good quarterback. That's why I say like some of the things he does, it's like a safe reckless.
Right.
Like I can't think of a better word than safe, but it is definitely reckless football at the end of the day too. It's your non-conventional. Like
Right.
when they did that whole Mahomes, like if Mahomes is so good, right? Like why do they need all these stupid little stunt trick plays they do? You know what I mean? Like where they had that 2-point conversion or that touchdown or whatever, where the dude came in and took the direct snap as Mahomes was walking away talking like some shit you saw in fucking The Longest Yard and shit. Like, what do we need this for? If that dude is that great, what do we need this for? You know what I mean? Like, why is it? Are we just okay? I guess we're just playing games because we're that better than everybody else. Like, we just want to prove like it's stupid to me.
He is a situation to where if he is a Baker Mayfield with a better team.
He's better than Baker. Like the kid has skill. I'm not here to take away his skill set.
Right.
But you can't sit here and talk like he's going to make a second. Prove it to me then. You You know what I mean? Like, what you go out and get Juju Smith-Schuster for? You didn't need him. He can make a second backup look good.
Mhm.
What you go out and get that Scaldez guy, whatever, he's got a weird name. What you go get that guy for? What do you
Right.
need to pay Kelsey for? What do you need? Why do you have to keep all these people? Why do you have to go out and recruit this guy to replace Tyreek Hill? You know what I mean? Like, let Tyreek go, bring in a first-round draft pick. He can make him look awesome.
They shouldn't have let Tyreek Hill go. I mean, that's
No, like they did the right thing because, again, they went out and got that guy, and they have faith in that Patrick can make those guys good like Tyreek because I guess that Scantling guy is the guy that makes the run now. He's a fast dude too. You know what I mean? Like, make you hold over the top. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of there's a lot of trickery, a lot of nonsense.
Baker is good, but he isn't Mahomes.
No,
I
I will
get that.
agree with that.
I will say this though. I think that, and I'll even come to like I'll humble myself in a sense. I thought that really coming off of OU, like how good that he was, I was thinking he was going to be better than what he is in the league. That first year, whenever he was with the Browns, I mean that was a big thing. I was like, oh wow, like that he might actually bring some life into this franchise. And I mean, he did for a while. He made the Browns relevant, which the Browns hadn't been relevant in a long time.
Yeah.
They were almost on the same boat as the Lions. So, I mean, you have that going for it. I think that Baker, one with the injury, Baker was more slotted for a college type offense. He is very upbeat. He is very motivated. He is very emotional when it comes to certain games. I think that he gets so super excited, and whenever you get out of the pocket in the college, you can survive a little bit better. You can't survive outside the pocket very well the way that you would wanted to, what you did at OU. You can't do that in the pros. So I mean, I think that it wasn't as good as what I thought he was going to be.
Baker?
Yeah.
He's let me down over there in Carolina.
Carolina.
That was a really good place for him to get a restart and hit the
It
button.
really was.
You know what I mean? Like, he had that, you got that chip on your shoulder now. You know what I mean? Like, I got to prove, because that's what it seems like he needs, that I'm going to prove people wrong shit. You know what I mean? Like, and so a combat, like Nick Wright said it.
He's
like,
saying that going to the Panthers was the worst thing that could have happened to him. He should have stayed with the Browns.
But the Browns didn't want him to stay, bro.
No, they wanted Deshaun Watson, which I'm pretty sure they would have took that back.
And look, anybody who's like, yo, like he should have just ate that, been good with it. Like, look, like they paid Deshaun Watson $240 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Where is my job? Like you said, I don't even get a chance to play.
That's some some big tips for them massage therapists.
Yeah. Like they don't even
tips.
like I'm not getting a chance to play here. I'm not getting a chance to be a starter. Deshaun Watson can't teach me shit because he barely has any time in the league. Check that. I'm well aware. You know what I mean? Like
it's Houston.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like
because I know in the camera it kind of just looks like a flower.
No, it's the toxins. You know what I mean? Like had Deshaun for years. You know what I mean? Like thought he was a good dude, a little weird. You know what I mean? Like not here to pin allegations on anybody. You know what I mean? Like he was found not worthy of charges by a grand jury who will
he
indict
was
a ham
found not
sandwich.
worthy. You are not worthy.
You are not worthy of charges. Well, that's what I was saying. Like he was not worthy of charges by a grand jury, which will indict a ham sandwich. So
I need
you know
to get
like,
you. I need to get you a David Carr jersey.
I had one at one point in time. Yeah, I got too fat for it.
What about because I can find one from Fresno State, like a Fresno State freaking David Carr jersey.
Yeah, David Carr is my favorite quarterback by far.
David Carr, man, like that.
I was really having hope in Dougie Mills there. Davis Dougie Mills. You know, he's like, but no, you let me down, brother. You let me down.
I think if David went back and had that time machine that we all wish that we had, I think that if he went back because he was drafted first round. And I think that if
I think we drafted him first.
Well, yeah, if that's right, the first pick.
Because we had the first pick because it was the introduction year of us.
So I think that if he wouldn't have gone to Houston, I think that he would have been a more relevant quarterback than what he is.
Yeah. That dude had grit, heart.
He had heart. He had grit. The problem is that he didn't have an offensive line.
No. No
that
lie.
dude, I could not believe, like watching all the clips because I kept in touch. I kept in touch with because I kept watching David. Like I was like, because that's my boy, Fresno State. Like I fucking grew up
That's
with
my
that.
location.
So I mean, Bernard Berrien also from Fresno State.
Bernard Berrien. That's a weird name.
Yeah, but like he was a wide receiver. He went to the Chicago weight wide receiver. But I stayed freaking to try to keep him relevant, but man, watching all of his freaking plays and everything like that, he could not get that ball off. He got that ball off and he had the freaking the nose guard and 2 fucking tackles coming after his ass. Like it wasn't even funny. Like it was like they got off the line quicker than the freaking O-line did. Like, but as soon as he got possession of the ball, he had 2 dudes on him. Yep. So I mean, that was hard, but he scrambled. He still was able to throw bombs. That dude had an arm.
He's got a ring too.
He does have a ring. Because what was that?
He got
has
a ring
for
with the Giants.
Yep, so does Bear Pasco. So does my boy Bear.
I'm not sure you're gonna like this Steve Lowe comment.
It's Joe Montana.
Montana.
No, from Waterboy. No. I said Joe Montana.
Do you like the Manning brothers broadcast on Monday Night Football?
I like Peyton Manning as a broadcaster. I think that he has enough.
Have you watched it though?
Not really.
I mean, that's the big question here, man. Like, yeah, we can talk about how funny he is, but have you watched? I've watched parts of it. I don't like because they're talking about the game and it's nifty, but it's like also too much. Like, so I'm distracted.
Right.
So I'm not sure I'm a fan.
David Carr has a lot of potential. David Carr is out of the league, sir.
He's on the NFL Network.
You're thinking of Derek Carr. David Carr is his brother who came in the league before him.
Yes. I was hoping we'd get him.
But who do y'all think is the next Hall of Fame running back will be?
It's not Zeke.
I think Frank Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have so much respect for Frank Gore. He came back and so he did a 1-day contract after he retired. He did a 1-day contract with the Niners so he could say that he retired as a Niner.
Who?
Frank Gore.
Oh.
When he retired, which he should be up for selection, I believe, next year. But I think he'll be in the Hall of Fame. That dude, man, fuck.
You know who's up for the Hall of Fame as well this year that I saw?
Is it Marshawn?
No.
I think Marshawn is too. Marshawn was another one that I think is a first rounder.
Man, his time in Buffalo, like his time in Seattle, yeah, but his time in Buffalo was kind of.
Well, it's like Joe Montana. He was more defined by his time in San Francisco than he was with KC.
Right, but Marshawn Lynch's first destination was in Buffalo, and it was.
But that freaking his Seahawks, like he fought.
Yeah, when he got there, it was kind of a
yeah.
But but it's not him.
Oh, in this era, yeah, he put Frank Gore and Marshawn Lynch. Yep, I think so. In the era or the active rosters of people playing right now, running back?
Do you know who's up to go in the Hall of Fame?
Who's up?
Pat McAfee.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. Shout out Pat.
Vote him in. That's my guy. Sorry.
Yeah, Pat. I thought it was funny when they were talking about they were going to bring him back and he was going to actually go back in the NFL.
He's not coming back.
I don't think
he pondered it.
Yeah, he pondered. I don't think he wants to.
There's a lot of things involved that he's not interested in uninvolving himself in anymore.
What does it say?
You want me to go here? Right.
Yeah, let's go here. So your Niners are doing better than my Broncos. That's because your Broncos are great value now.
I get it. I like jokes that I get.
I dare to say Brady is not the GOAT, but he's good, but shit. him going down to the Broncos and getting that first Super Bowl championship.
Timeout.
What?
Him going down to where?
I'm sorry, Buccaneers. When he went down to the Buccaneers, when he went down to Tampa Bay, and him getting the Super Bowl, I think that slated him into a top 2.
Top 2.
Yeah.
So
My goat's always going to be Montana. It's just if it's Niner loyalty, it's Niner loyalty. But I think that Montana is always going to be the GOAT. But I think that the reason why Montana is the GOAT is because of who was around him. When you had one of the best freaking wide receivers to ever play the game, it's hard not to be great.
Who are you talking about?
He had Jerry Rice towards the beginning.
Right.
So he had Jerry Rice, which is one of the reasons why I think that he was as good as what he was. He also had Clark, which was the.
Yeah, I'm just making sure we're talking about. Yeah. I want to say Brady hasn't had very many good receivers.
No, he hasn't. And the thing is, Brady, I'm not saying Brady is one of the greatest of all time. I will say that he is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He slated himself into that by getting the Super Bowl down in Tampa.
He doesn't go to Tampa and he just retires as a Patriot. He's still the GOAT, dude. Still the GOAT. Just because of all the things that, like, that's when people say, like, oh, Brady had it so easy. He had Moss. He didn't always have Moss. He had Moss for like 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Like,
he mainly had, it was what, Williams. It was, he was in the league for so long. He had a lot of different receivers.
Like, he's the king of dink and dunk because his front line sucked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so he learned ball out. You know what I mean? Like, this is how I don't get sacked.
But whenever he was able to get a decent offensive line, which what he did eventually,
right, and he
was able to stand in that pocket,
right, and he didn't have it long. You know what I mean? Like, and that's
which is one of the reasons why Manning is as good as what he was because he had an offensive line that's fucking wall.
Like, people who doubt me, you know what I mean? Like, I always use this as an example. Wes Welker.
Mm-hmm.
Wes Welker in Miami was who?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew his name. Gets traded to the Patriots. He's a household name, right? Then he leaves the Patriots. You know what I mean? Like, goes somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, to get out of Tom Brady's shadow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and you never hear from him again.
Well, it's the same thing happened with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Who did he play for? Who did he leave the Patriots to go play with?
Who?
Peyton Manning.
Oh.
So you can't tell me that he went to a scrub quarterback. That's why he lost. He went to Peyton fucking Manning in Denver. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
That to me is Tom Brady made where's Danny Amendola? Where's Julian Edelman? Like, where are these cats at without Tom Brady? You know what I mean? Like, Tom Brady was good at working people for what they were good at.
Tom, I have him as I have top 2. Like I said, Brady is fucking great. And the thing is, you never want to play Brady in the Super Bowl with 2 minutes to go and he has to get a touchdown because you're going to lose. I mean, that's something.
This year, though.
I mean, he is the king of the 2-minute offense. I will say that. He is the king of the 2-minute offense in the playoffs. He is the playoff fucking king.
He's
I will
say
that.
Master.
He really is. And I don't know how the fuck
is
which I always thought was funny whenever they played the freaking Chiefs in the Super Bowl, whenever Mahomes went at Brady. Like, it just, when you saw, because we had commented on that whenever we watched the game, remember he fucking went at Brady and all you saw was Brady's eyes go.
Who are you talking to?
You.
No, that's what Brady was thinking.
Yeah. Like, it's like whenever Mahomes went over there and started talking shit, they could have won until Mahomes talked shit. And you saw it in Brady's eyes. It
wasn't Mahomes. It was, what's his name? The Honey Badger.
Oh, that's right. When Honey Badger went and talk shit, like, okay, yeah, you just went and fucked it for your whole goddamn team.
See, and here you go.
Also
Fitz, all due respect, kiss my fake foot. Brady is good, but he's also a caught cheater. Now, here's my problem with this caught cheater thing. For anybody who paid attention to Deflategate, you know what I mean? Like, if you paid attention and watched thoroughly in Deflategate, they went into halftime, right? The Colts had intercepted the ball. They said, hey, this ball is a little deflated here. You know what I mean? Like, look at this ball. It's a little deflated. Ref, he's cheating. So they went, they saw, and they pumped all of the balls up to the proper size. Can we admit that? I think we all can admit that.
Mhm.
Now, if you remember correctly, the Patriots went into halftime down. The Colts were beating them.
Mhm.
Then they put all the air back in the ball, and Brady whooped their ass. So I don't feel like they were cheating as much as, you know what I mean? Like,
Attempted cheating.
right. I don't even think it was attempted. Like, they did better with the ball inflated. You know what I mean? Like,
Thanks for the
they
help.
came out from halftime, right? If y'all don't say nothing, the Colts probably win that game. That's just my
Yeah,
perspective.
good point.
You know what I mean? Like, and the
Well,
taping thing, that's on Belichick.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think
I don't do that.
of Q's Watkins on the Eagles? He's a beast on Madden.
Don't know. I don't play Madden. I haven't seen too many Eagles games this year.
Yeah.
But I hear his name a lot on the talk show, so he's got to be doing something good.
Mm-hmm.
That Colts Broncos game was so painful to watch. It was like spending 3 hours passing a football-sized kidney stone. Ooh,
Damn.
that's rough.
Yeah.
That is a nifty picture, though.
I remember when he took that, and it was like we had almost like that severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah.
Who got skipped? Timmy says, "Man, I got skipped." Where the fuck you get skipped? Where?
Am I missing shit?
Dude, like your shit's not coming through. Maybe you're
Last thing you posted, buddy, that we
Yes.
see
was
is money.
Money.
Money's money.
okay. That's it, bro. Anyway, like that's where Brady for me is going to be top two. He's top two. He's not, to me, he's not the GOAT. I always see Montana as the GOAT. I always will.
And rules have changed too, though, man.
This is
So
true.
it's hard. Like during the era of Montana, like
And Steve Young is a very close third because now he's jumped up.
them boys used to get their head rocked.
Steve Young had to freaking retire early because he kept getting his head rocked.
Yeah, like
So-
there was
but also
the
'cause
quarterback was a football player too back then.
Because I mean, well, the problem was with
Now they're
Steve Young,
princesses.
that dummy went head first into everything when he should have slid. So I mean, he didn't slide; he went head first, and that cost him a good
Right,
amount of years.
I mean, Josh Allen's in the same boat. Like
Yeah.
Josh Allen does not deter himself from contact. There's
True, but we
another-
also. What do you guys think about this new? Like everybody's getting these weird freaking concussions. Like, you can't. Am I seeing a fucking pattern here? Like you had the whole dude with. Well, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that motherfucker's last name, but Tua.
right. Tagovailoa.
And nope, not even trying. So you had that issue with him, which you could see that dude when he got up after he hit his head backwards. When he got up and his legs go spaghetti, you know that dude is not there.
Mhm.
But then we also had another issue. We had another one this last week where someone had the same issue to where they got up and they were freaking spaghetti legged, or someone got knocked out. Like this is something that's weird that's going on here.
I don't think these new helmets are working.
I don't know if it's fucking helmets. I don't know if it's the fact because we remember like with Allstott, remember we used to have the neck rolls. Remember Mike Allstott
Oh yeah.
had the neck roll and everything like that. You had those things. You don't. Something is going on here. And I don't know if it's the helmet. I don't know if it's lack of like the neck restraint. I don't know what it is, but something is fucking weird here.
It's about like look, you grow up in certain styles and eras of things. Like you're just built differently. Some of these people aren't built to take the hits they're taking. You know what I mean? Like they're not built to. You know what I mean? Like
They're not built for tough.
right.
Well, they're built for tough. They break.
But you know, like that's a possibility too. Once you kind of on that
Mhm.
injury list, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to get off of it. Like just life wise, right? Like it's not
Facts.
a matter of you know what I mean. Like, but once you're injury prone, you know what I mean. Like once one injury happens, they're just consistently down the line.
Facts.
The Tua thing, man, like that's like there's sketchiness going on.
True. Who do you got this
What's
week?
that? For what?
Well, you're a Houston fan. Who do you got?
Oh, I don't even know. We lose so often.
But I know that I am a Niner. I know that I'm obviously going for the Niners. All this, I guess, got my
We got to buy
freaking
this week. What am I thinking? That's why I don't know who we play.
got my Niners Got my Niners hat, which I believe, I don't know if the Niners have a bye this week. I think they do. I think the Niners have a bye too. But
All right,
Niners all the fucking way.
Let's do this quick since we're here.
Oh, it says
You are
keep
wrong.
up. Says keep up the cool content, guys. I'm 10-7. All right, brother. Hey, I will see y'all later, man.
Don't speak that cop talk to me.
He's not a cop. That's Steven.
Well, 10-7.
He's asleep. He's out of service.
Where'd you get that from?
That's almost like a universal term.
To who?
He's a truck driver. That's a fucking CB term.
Oh, shit. Didn't know. You do not have a bye, friend.
We don't. Who do we play?
You are playing Sunday at noon, 49ers versus Falcons. Who you got?
Niners.
Of course. Falcons are doing well, so I'm going to take the Falcons.
Of course you are, because you're going to go against me. You always go against me.
Patriots, Browns. I'm going to go Pats.
Patriots and Browns. Definitely Pats. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
Pats,
know.
because remember, Jacoby came from the Pats.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Belichick going to mess him up.
I'm just going to go with the Browns on that one because I know that the Patriots.
want to pick against
No, because you do it intentionally. I'm looking at it from the Browns
No.
perspective. I mean, the Browns, the Pats, from what I've been reading, the Pats ain't been doing too well.
Right, but they just smashed the Lions, though.
Everybody smashes the Lions. The Lions are like
Everybody smashes the Browns.
the Lions are the drunk fat chick at the end of the freaking like after the bar closes.
Everybody smashes the Browns. That's not saying much. Anyway, you got the Browns.
Mhm.
Jets, Packers.
Packers.
I'm gonna go Jets here. I feel no. So first of all, I'm going Falcons. If we're gonna play like, my team, you know what I mean? Like Mariota's my quarterback.
Okay.
So let's go Falcons. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, and the Falcons have been doing well. You know what I mean? Like, so the Jets have got a really good team this year. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they're putting some things together. The boys back, Zach Wilson's back. You know what I mean? Like, and all that other good stuff. This is going to be a really good game to pick. And, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do here. So, Jags, Colts.
Jags.
I want to say Jags, too. Because I think they'll clean up from last week and old
Mhm.
boy dropping the ball so much in the rain. And, you know what I mean? Like, and they got that dude from Philly, Peterson or
Mhm.
Doug Peterson. So I think he'll clean that up. Matt Ryan ain't been doing much.
No.
Vikings, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
You think so?
Vikings defense has been going well, but I think that with the Dolphins with Tariq Hill, I think
But
that
they're still playing that backup, aren't they?
Hmm?
Isn't Tua still out?
Tua is still obviously Tua. Oh no.
I think that makes a difference.
I think Tua might be back. Because like concussion protocol, if I remember correctly, is only a week.
Right, but you got to test out.
Who has Tua on their fucking on their damn fantasy team? We need to know if he's active or not.
If he's active, who do you pick? Dolphins. If he's
Dolphins.
inactive, do you go Vikings?
No, I think Dolphins still.
I want to say Kirk Cousins is going to get it done. It's at a noon start, so I'll go Vikings.
Mhm.
Bengals, Saints.
Saints are rebuilding this year. I'm going to have to go with the Bengals.
Bengals got to get on it. I mean, they're both coming in with a 2-3 record. So
I think the Saints are they're freaking rebuilding at quarterback right now after Drew Brees is freaking retired. I think that I'm gonna
dude, they got Mr. E to W.
I'm gonna go with Burrow.
Jameis Winston.
I'm gonna go with Burrow.
I'm going Burrow too, because I like the kid. This is an interesting game.
Mhm.
The Baltimore Ravens,
Okay.
New York Giants. So the Ravens are 3-2 and the Giants are 4-1.
Yeah, but the problem is whenever you have those guys that are getting towards the middle of the season where they happen to have 4-1, like the Cowboys. I see the Cowboys losing this month or this week. I see the Patriots possibly. I'm not Patrick. I'm sorry. I see the who did you say was 4-1?
The Giants?
The Giants. I see the Giants losing.
See the Giants losing?
Yeah, so
I mean,
I'm going with Eagles. I'm sorry, Ravens. Fucking they fly.
I'm going with the Giants, man. I got faith in the Giants, and
You and Tim can watch that fucking movie or that.
because I think
game
it'll be
together.
a close. Because here's the thing, too, right? Like I think it'll be a close game, and if Baltimore's have had a problem closing games out. So if it's close, that's how they've gotten their 2 losses. Is like they've allowed teams, or even if they start to blow them out, they allow teams to come back through. Like the Dolphins beat them. You know what I mean? Like, and they were way behind, and then they just left Tyreek Hill wide open on the outside. Now this is interesting. Buccaneers and Steelers. Steelers are 1-4. Is this the first year Tomlin doesn't have a winning record?
I think so.
Me too.
I think the Bucks. But Brady, something's going on with Brady. Brady should have stayed retired. He's not.
Yeah.
I think that, and it kind of goes with random chaos is a sure thing. Say, do you remember the questionable roughing the quarterback Falcons game? But Brady was fined $11,000. That was Brady is almost kind of like Michael Jordan was, especially towards the end of his career. He was made it to where you couldn't touch Michael. Like you couldn't touch Michael or you were getting fouled. Like you were getting fouled out. Like it's it wasn't roughing the passer. I don't think it was. He didn't throw him. He didn't really throw him down.
Well, that's like the roughing the passer call they got on Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it was Kansas City.
I think that with that one, because Brady jumped up and ran over to he's roughing the passer, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you're a fucking football player, bro. You're still going to get tackled.
The biggest thing is, what is roughing the passer? How is it defined?
If the ball has left the quarterback's hands for at least like a half a second and you're still gaining speed or you haven't tried to pull yourself back, that's roughing the passer.
Right.
But if you've already left your feet and then he leaves the ball or he lets the ball go and he hits him, you hit him, I don't think that's a roughing the passer deal. If you're in the process of taking him to the ground like a swing tackle, I think that he's let the ball go. I don't see that as roughing the passer.
Right. Well, that's like the dude stole the ball from Derek Carr and then did his best not to put all his weight on him while holding the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's a goofy call.
So who's next? So I got
Panthers,
I got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks too. Panthers, Rams.
Rams.
I mean, if the Rams don't win this game, they're done.
I see the Rams because I think Baker's on a downslide.
He's got a boo-boo too, I think.
Yeah.
Cardinals, Seahawks.
Cardinals.
I don't know, man. Old Geno Smith been balling.
Tyler Lockett is also he's fucking great, but the thing is, I see that Kyler Murray, that dude pretty fucking good.
I'm gonna go Cardinals too, though. Cardinals need to win that game.
Mm.
Bills, Chiefs.
Bills.
I'm going Bills too.
I'm going Josh Allen.
And it's crazy because the Chiefs are at home too, but
still going Josh Allen. But the thing is, they've been home for a lot of their losses.
It's gonna be a shootout. I think honestly, to go Bills, it's their defense.
I think
Bills' defense is way better than the Chiefs.
I think that a lot of their losses right now with the Chiefs, they've been at home. So I mean, it's not like there's no Arrowhead Field, there's no Arrowhead Field curse or any kind of thing like that. But it's just like, hey, you're losing at home, man. I don't see that being at home as a factor.
They're both 4-1, so.
Right.
They only have one loss this year. I don't know if it was a home or not, but I do know it was to the Colts, Chief fans. Cowboys, Eagles.
Cowboys.
You going Cowboys? You know the Eagles are 5-0 right now.
Yeah, I know the I'm sorry, I said the Cowboys are going to lose this week. Eagles.
Let's go Cooper Rush. Let's go Cowboys. Plus my brother's a Cowboys fan. And then Broncos, Chargers.
Chargers.
Is that this week? Yeah, that's Monday night's game. So Cowboys Eagles is Sunday night's game. Monday night's game is Broncos Chargers.
I got Chargers. Like I said.
Commanders or Bears?
Bears.
I'm going Commanders because they already played it. It was 12-7. Commanders win.
They played yesterday. Dick.
I'm gonna go Chargers too because the Broncos. Russ has burnt the food. Yay! We ran through that history.
We did.
We
We'll
did it.
finish up these comments, and we're gonna get out of here, guys.
Out of service.
I think that means he's out.
Oh.
No, he's still in there. I think that
Didn't
Me
Steve
too,
Young get a law degree?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. It didn't have to do with football.
Yeah.
They rang Tua's bell twice, though.
Yeah, they did ring Tua's bell twice. His bell is broke.
Brady's woman has got his brain all screwed. I think that has a lot to do
That
with
is true. I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, he's going through a divorce, but the thing is, reason why is I think that he said he was going to retire, and he didn't retire, and I think that she was a main factor on the reason why he was supposed to be retiring. So I think that once he went back on that, she didn't want to have to deal with him no more. Which I think that also, what was it? Evans has no chill. That dude, when he posted the Twitter of him like kissing his wife, or whenever they were hugging at the Super Bowl, like, damn, bro.
He's got Pittsburgh against the Bucks.
Well, like you said, Brady's head's all fucking scrambled right now. I mean, it really is. Brady's head scrambled. I mean, he's trying to stay close to his kids. Going through a divorce is not something that really is fun to go through anyway, let alone whenever you're a multi-million-dollar quarterback that has a whole bunch of money he's going to be trying to save. And then now it's also his having to deal with his kids and everything like that. Like it's going to suck. But I mean, this is the reason why he retired, or this is the reason why he came back. He loves the game.
Yeah. More than Giselle.
Right.
I have the same problem, Tom. Don't worry about it. My wife thinks I love this game more than them too. It's a hard life. But mine's not divorcing me.
No. Anyway, I think we're going to get out of here, guys. I think we've said all what we can say. We did a lot. We might have to start doing our own little show like on our picks for football.
Sounds like a plan.
I think so.
Oh, I think so.
Anyway,
All think we can do it. All like that.
So between YouTube and Facebook, we are going to get out of here, guys.
No, they go away first this week.
Yeah, that's right. You guys had a little bit more time last week.
Yeah.
But appreciate you guys getting on, asking those questions. But we are going to be out of here, Facebook. We will see you next week. Finished. So that goes to YouTube. Sorry, guys. We got to let you guys go.
You got other things to do in life.
We do. We like go home.
You do. Like you people do too.
And I need to eat.
Again?
But I am taking off tomorrow.
You taking it off?
I am taking off tomorrow.
Me too. I got nothing to do.
I have to do something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But either way,
we need to talk.
We'll fill you in.
We need to talk to we get Dave on this. We need to get a poker game going. We keep talking. I keep talking about it, but we need to get a freaking poker game going. I think that would be fun. Almost like a family, like a game night kind of deal. Like freaking do it over at your house or do it at his house or something like that. We need to talk to him.
With them?
No, with them.
Not with them?
I don't know if they can play poker from all over the United States.
Me neither.
Trap game? What?
Trap game.
Steelers over Bucks.
Well, I mean, that's a hell of a bet. I don't know what the odds are.
Poker, I wish I was there. Yeah,
well, we haven't played yet.
Yeah, you could be the dealer.
Oh, you are the dealer.
But anyway, that was the me personally. I think that that was some of my best times, like, especially in the military. Whenever we had the poker game, like that was fun. But I think that we should do it. But we're gonna get out of here, guys. We will see you guys next week. Stay tuned. I do know that I'm going to be putting out a video on the new Kenworths that we have here. We do a tour of that. Also going to try to get one of the Freightliners that have the digital dash. Trying to do a whole lineup. Of
that
the trucks
dash
that we
was
got.
garbage.
That's what I keep hearing, but I still got to do one. But
maybe it's better. Maybe
it's better. But I do like the fact that it has Apple CarPlay attached to it. That's something that's really cool.
Bro, like it's like they ran a wire and just put it in front of the screen. Like, remember the little cop car thing we saw today? It's like that. They ran it like right in front of the dash and just like kind of plugged it in right there, like your radio. Fucking stupid. Unless that was like one that was like an
I
afterthought.
think that was like an afterthought.
Okay, like
Because the thing is, I think
because
that
the one
everything of all the ones I've been seeing have been clean. I think that one there was an afterthought.
Yeah,
but
well, find a clean one.
we're
Don't
gonna
do the
find out.
afterthought one because that one
anyway,
sucked.
we're gonna get out of here, guys. Like I said, we're gonna put some content out. Like you said, fucking
You like
big
to
it.
hold them. Hold them, son.
But we're gonna
Hold my bear.
stay tuned. Check out Unapologetic Instructors. Obviously, we're doing freaking content all the freaking time, and we're involved with that too. But we will see you guys next week. Gotta stay safe.
Yeah, and then I hit the red
Yep,
button.
hit the red button, which
Then
is kind
I
of
hit
orange.
the red button.
And then hit
again.
the red again. There you go.
Bye.
Bye.